The sun rose over Pune, painting the city in golden light. Horns blared, shops opened, life rushed ahead. But in a quiet room on the third floor of an old apartment, time stood still. 17-year-old Arjun lay in bed, staring blankly at his phone. The alarm had been ringing for an hour, but he had pressed a snooze again and again. His mother's voice came from the kitchen, firm yet tired. Arjun, it's already 8. You'll be late again, he murmured. 5 more minutes, ma, and kept scrolling. Motivational quotes flashed across the screen. Dream big. Time waits for none. Your future depends on today. He liked those words, but he never lived them. Arjun had talent. Everyone said so. His teachers saw brilliance in him. His parents had high hopes, and his friends envied how quickly he understood things. But Arjun's biggest enemy was his own comfort. He dreamed of becoming successful, of changing his life, of making his parents proud. Yet every dream began with tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Today I'm tired. One day I'll be serious. And day after day, tomorrow kept stealing his today. One evening, his father came home, exhausted from a long day. His shirt was soaked with sweat, and his hands bore the marks of hard work. At dinner, he asked gently, Arjun, what did you do today? Arjun avoided his eyes. I studied a little, watched some lectures. His father nodded slowly. Good son, tomorrow you'll do more. That word, tomorrow, echoed in Arjun's mind. It was the same word he used every day. That night, as the city slept, Arjun scrolled through his phone again until he stopped on a video of an old monk speaking softly. People die long before death, not because their body fails, but because they keep waiting for the right time to live. That time never comes. Arjun froze. He looked around. The dusty books, the untouched notebooks, the calendar filled with blank days, and he whispered, Maybe, that's me. The next morning, the same battle began again. The alarm rang. His body begged for sleep. His mind whispered, It's okay. Start tomorrow. But then, a loud crash came from the street below. He rushed to the balcony. An old man, a newspaper vendor, maybe in his 60s, had fallen off his bicycle. Papers scattered across the road, cars honking impatiently. Without thinking, Arjun ran downstairs to help. Are you hurt, uncle? He asked, helping him to his feet. The man smiled through the pain. Ah, I'm fine. Beta, these knees are old, but they still work. Arjun glanced at the clock tower nearby. It was only 6:30 a.m. You deliver papers this early every day? The old man chuckled. Of course, I have to. Who knows if tomorrow will come? If I don't do it today, I might never get the chance again. Arjun stood silent. Those simple words hit him harder than any lecture ever could. If I don't do it today, that sentence echoed in his chest like truth revealing itself. He helped the man gather the newspapers and walk back home, not with pity, but with purpose. That morning, Arjun didn't go back to bed. He made tea for himself, sat at his desk and opened his books. For the first time, he didn't study out of guilt. He studied out of gratitude. Gratitude that he could. The first hour was a struggle. The second was harder. But by the third, he felt something he hadn't felt in months. Peace. By nightfall, he looked at his notes, full of scribbles and highlights, and smiled. It wasn't much, but it was something real. From that day, his routine changed. He started waking up early, studying with focus, helping his mother, exercising, reading. He began valuing minutes like treasures. Every time laziness whispered, he remembered that old man's words, if I don't do it today, and pushed himself a little more. Days became weeks, and slowly, the boy who once wasted time became a boy who used it. Months later, Arjun's name echoed across the school auditorium. He had been awarded Most Improved Student of the Year. As he walked to the stage, applause filled the hall. But his eyes searched for one person, his father, sitting in the front row, smiling proudly, eyes shining. Arjun took the mic, his voice steady but emotional. He said softly, "Greater than I used to think success comes from luck, from big moments, from one perfect day. But now I know. It comes from valuing today. Every day matters. Every minute counts. Because if you waste your time, you waste your life." Tears glimmered in his father's eyes. His mother smiled silently. And in that moment, Arjun knew. The boy who once said tomorrow had finally learned how to live today. That night, Arjun sat again on the same balcony where his journey had begun. The city was alive, cars rushing, lights glowing, people chasing their tomorrows. He closed his eyes and whispered to himself, "Life doesn't wait, time doesn't stop. The only day you truly own is today." People who don't value time achieve nothing in life. Dreams are built one day at a time, and that day is today. Stop waiting for the right moment. Start living it.